global tel link.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, I suppose.
Well, we wanted to do a update with you. We know our last conversation, we spoke about your case. It was going to be the next week, so it's been a few weeks since then. And we wanted to see if you could give us an update overall. You are sitting in prison now. How long have you been in prison?
I've been locked up since January 2nd of 2024.
Not in jail, in prison, and unconvicted.
Unconvicted, no, I have no conviction, no parole violation, and I'm sitting in Tabor City Correctional Institution.
Got it.
Okay. And then you went to court for an impending trial. What happened?
Yes.
Let us know. Give us
I went
the
to
tea.
court. I went to court on February the 3rd, 2025. I had an arraignment hearing in Burke County Superior Court. A reading of the indictment, yet the DA's office still offered no evidence to prove I had been in possession of a firearm, that I tried to rob anybody. It was clear that by the video that was enhanced 25 times that there was a 10-second video that's the whole incident, and there was a verbal altercation, and that John Anderson had pushed me, and I reacted and defended myself and hit him one time in the nose. And my attorney, Ms. Lifford, still pressed the issue. She said, here's this video that shows there was no gun, no robbery, that there was a verbal altercation. It's HD, it's very clear that you can see it's been enhanced 25 times. It says, but they still set me a trial date, and
This call is from a North Carolina correctional facility.
the DA was trying to argue the case here at this hearing, and this wasn't the place for it. She said, well, you know what? She said, well, if you want to press this, we'll go ahead and take it to trial, and we'll let the jury tell you that to be in possession of a firearm, the person has to have one in their possession, and the police have to recover a firearm for you to convict somebody of possession of a firearm. She said, so we'll, she said, you know that, you're the district attorney. And so they set me a court date of August 25th
Oh, my God.
of this year, 2025. That's like 6 months from now, and that'll be a year and a half.
That you're sitting
Since
in
the
prison,
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
an innocent man,
And
because you're innocent until proven guilty. And you're waiting to
you're
prove
supposed
that.
to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you.
And she told my attorney told them clear out. She said, look, Your Honor, we have the evidence, because they read the charges and they got the evidence and everything. And she said, look, she said, we have this video. She said, I subpoenaed every witness. There's like 4 or 5 people altogether. She said, I subpoenaed every witness supposedly to this incident. She said, and out of 5 of them, she said, none of them have appeared in this courtroom at a subpoena summons except for one, and the one that appeared was Miss Ferris, and she plainly says, she's sitting here in the courtroom, and she's ready to testify today, if necessary, that Mr. McAree's had no gun. She's never seen him with one before, during, or after the incident. She said, then they started squabbling between each other, the district attorney and my attorney. And but I want to tell y'all why this is happening as far as this tactic of dragging me out.
Please
The
do.
reason for the reason for this is that the district attorney's office uses this tactic on criminal defendants to get them to plead out. In North Carolina, there's the conviction rate upon plea bargain is over, all cases end, there's over 93.9% of all criminal defendants plead out, whether they was guilty of the crime or not. There have been 79 people that's been exonerated of guilty plea because of DNA evidence, so on and so forth, that proved that they was innocent, but they took the plea because they was scared, because the district attorney's office will drag them out in jail for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and be threatening them through their attorney saying, hey, if you don't take this plea, we're going to give you 30, 40 years. But if you take it, though, we're going to give you 3 years and call it time served, and you can walk out the door tomorrow. And why do they do that? It's because the district attorney's office and the police department do that because it ups their conviction rate. It takes away the defendant's right to an appeal, and it absolves the police and the district attorney's office of any wrongdoing or any wrongful conviction or any false testimony by the police officers or witnesses or anybody. And they use the implied threat of, if you don't take this plea, we're going to give you 40, 50 years or life or whatever. And then when they do take the plea, they give them a couple of years. That, my friends, is not justice.
Yeah.
That is not justice.
Right. Mm-hmm. So what is the plan? You're clearly not taking the plea.
Oh, no, they didn't ever offer me one.
If they
That was
would've-
another thing that my lawyer... Oh, no, I'm not taking no plea. I didn't do anything.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was clear if you were taking
No.
it or not.
No, because like my lawyer told that district attorney and the judge there in the courtroom on the 3rd, she said the law of North Carolina for possession of a firearm is very clear. It's actual or constructive, and the police have to recover a firearm or have you on video with a firearm. Proof you have to actually possess a firearm to be convicted of possession of a firearm. I mean, there's no way you can, you just can't go up to the police like this guy did, John Anderson. He went right to the magistrate's office and said, oh, this guy had a gun. He did this to me. And he said, I hit him 6 to 8 times in the face with a gun. He got 2 stitches in his nose. I got the report from Grace Hospital in Morganton of his CAT scan, and the doctor plainly says, superficial wounds, no deep tissue trauma. That are not consistent with being hit with a 2.5-pound firearm. So, I mean, how much more conclusive could that be? And why is this DA dragging this out? Because he thinks that I'm just one of these people that's in and out of prison, and that I'm going to fall for this plea thing. Man, I was a business owner out there. I had a brand new business. I was making tens of thousands of dollars. I had paid money down on a truck. I lost my truck because of this and my money, my down payment. And, why, and I had tens of thousands of dollars in the bank. So why in God's name would I be trying to, rob anybody?
So because this time has been taken from you and you've been sitting here, if you are in August found not guilty, is there a rebuttal? Could you then go back and sue for the lost time and wages and all
This
the
call is
things
from a North Carolina correctional facility.
and all the irritation
Yes, ma'am.
that you've been put through because you were wrongfully convicted or accused?
Well, yes, ma'am. There is a recourse for that because, they would have to pay me I think it's like $300 a day for every day that I've sat in here. But see, that's part of the tactic of the district attorney's office. See, they know that. And even if they don't have a solid case against you, then and they see they can't win it. My attorney was just the district attorney, her and her husband, of Burke County for 6 years prior to this. And she said, look, you win this case, we're going to go back and sue the county for this. She said, but what they're going to try to do is come at you and say, okay, well, look, we're going to drop this and we're going to drop that, and we're going to give you time served. You just plead out to this, and you'll walk out tomorrow. But I'm not going to do that, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
I wouldn't either if I'm being accused of something I know I didn't do.
But this tactic they're using right here, they're using it, and they're doing it in the name of the people of North Carolina, the citizens of Burke County, the citizens of North Carolina. This is our justice system going on right here. And the thing about it is the bottom line is dollars and cents, y'all.
Right.
This is just so wrong, y'all. I mean, I don't understand how that they habitually get away with this. This is for everybody that's in prison, 10 to 15 people are affected in their family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's There's over 100,000 people in jail and prison in the state of North Carolina right now. Times that just by 10 people. That's a huge number.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
Jimmy,
The people that they're doing this to.
we are so glad that you came on to give us an update because just to update our viewers, we did already do the episode about your case and in detail. So if you're viewing this now and you haven't seen that, go back and watch that video. That way you can get caught up. And this is the update. And we would love to continue following what is happening with you, Jimmy. Is that okay with you?
Oh, that's great. I really appreciate what you're doing.